I awoke this morning in the golden light, thinking for a moment it was one day like any other. But the veil had gone from my blackened heart, and I thought it must have been the quiet candlelight that filled the room. It must have been the first easy rhythm with which I breathed myself to sleep. It must have been the prayer I said, speaking to the otherness of the darkness. And I thought, this is the day you realise how easily broken the thread between this world and the next.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Views become much heavier all of a sudden.
Well, there's a question over here.
Well, following on from you saying it's difficult to find solitude in London, I mean, one of the greatest plagues of living in the big city is loneliness. And I just wonder if there is a role for the organisation to be a bit more proactive.
I was thinking that we can be friendly and we can help people to learn how to be friendly. That's probably the best way to deal with loneliness, isn't it? It can't be done institutionally, it has to be done individually.
We've just finished an afternoon sort of celebrating Triratna. So we've had people from the London centres coming to visit us at West London in our new centre. So it was just really lovely having a full shrine with lots of people practising and that kind of mix of people from different centres. So we feel incredibly fortunate to have got this wonderful space here just around the corner so we can keep our old sangha and in a very fantastic location right on the main road.
People can easily get here. There's a tube station 2 minutes down the road, there's buses going past, loads of people running past here and coming in.
The West London Buddhist Centre has always been kind of camping.
It's a very old centre because it started back in the 70s, and we had Kamalashila explaining how he started things in 1976, and it's moved from one place to another, but at last we've got a centre that is big enough.
It's a place where we'll be able to come into contact with loads more Londoners, and it's even not only London, because London itself is a hub. It's a world hub.
In the past year, the number of high-rise luxury homes under construction has doubled. Around half go to foreign investors.
I got a call from Ratna Prabha saying, we've been looking for ages to relocate and we can't find anything. And I said, I'm not surprised, you're in West London and the prices must be horrendous. And are you thinking about moving out to Heathrow or Ealing or something like that?
So we did spend a lot of time looking at different places, made offers on a few places, and they all kind of fell through.
Once it's on an estate agent's list, it's over and you'll get outbid.
In prime central London, 85% of new build property was sold to international buyers.
But this guy comes through to us and says, I've got a client who's got hold of a property just around the corner from you, in which he's building 5 floors of very shishi apartments, but there's a ground floor and a basement, which might be just the job for you. And it looks like he's going to be restricted to D1. Do you know what D1 is? It's use class order in the planning system for religious meeting places and things like that, community use. And the next thing is this guy organises us a meeting with Manny, and as soon as I saw Manny I thought, my God, Manny's going to be into money, because he was a Porsche driving property developer of Indian origin. Nice young lad, but you could see straight away you were dealing with somebody who was very tough.
Let's go quicker. I can slowly go more than a time.
So straight ahead.
And we started talking straight about a swap in which we sold him our place and he took that on as part of his development portfolio, and we got the ground floor and the basement, and then opened up what we thought would be a conveyance and a swap, and us in there and fitting it out ourselves, and and ending up with a surplus sufficient to even buy a new residential community as well. So it was quite a good deal. And it's been a tremendous saga the last year and a half, of just battling basically with Manny for money and realising what clever, professionally brilliant these people are who do property development. And he's an accountant by profession. Anyway, it's done. The contracts have been exchanged. The fit out starts, I think, next week, and they will have a new centre opening in December, January.
Basically what we did is we bought what's called a shell and core, so just basically an empty concrete space, and then it was up to the architects, and Yesha Bodhi worked very, very closely with the architects, Ralph Bouchot and David Bassac, to create us a purpose-built Buddhist centre, and I think they've done a fantastic job.
Jinananda is very enthusiastic about having little groups going all over West London. We'd like to have communities, we'd like to have a business here. So I think the centre is at the moment on the up.
Well, I think we were a bit anxious about how people would find the move, because we had this very loved centre before. I mean, it was a small centre, it was basically a house. And we had the ground floor in the basement, but it was a very old house. It had a really nice atmosphere. Almost everybody comes in and says, well, it's very different, but it's so beautiful, or it's so lovely, and they really like the shrine rooms, or they really like the atmosphere. This is very much a work in progress. We've got a fantastic resource, especially in terms of meditation teachers here, because we've got Paramananda, Kamalashila, Jinananda, Triratna, Yesha Bodhi.
Finally, I think we do feel with this place that, we are really kind of happy to be here. So this is only the beginning. In fact, it's the beginning of the beginning.
And I thought, this is a bright house in which I live. This is where I want my friends to come. This is where I want to love all the things it has taken me so long to learn to love. This is a temple of my adult aloneness, and I belong to that aloneness as I belong to my life. There's no house like the house of belonging. There's no house.